Hello guys, so here's another fantastic oddity from me to do with Flintloque. So these are Al-Garvey Goblin Heavy Cavalry. Okay, they're riding heavy lizards, as you can see, and there are 8 of them. Now for Slaughterloo, the maximum unit size is 10, but they come in boxes of 4 for Flintloque, and I've had these for a long time. As you probably saw in one of my previous videos, I still have the original box for these. So I've got 8. I'm planning on ordering 2 individually at some point when I've got a little bit more money to spare from Gavin at Alternative Army. So, they are heavy cavalry, and they are goblins. So these goblins are a little bit different from the other goblins that you've seen on my channel before, because if I show you, here is one of the cacadors, and then you compare it, for example, to these. The heavy cavalry are a lot bigger, and their faces are a lot more, I don't know, they look a bit more menacing, so a bit chunkier. Okay? So the way I explain that, in background terms, is these guys are the biggest and toughest goblins, not that there's very many of them, and they've been chosen to ride these heavy lizards. So 3 of the models in this unit have been hand converted by me. So you might notice that this guy at the front is very similar to this guy at the back here. So the reason for that is that the standard bearer, this one, is the existing model, and then I converted him to, I removed the standard, resculpted his hand. No, I didn't resculpt the hand, I just removed the standard, resculpted a bit of the boot, and then gave him a shako as well. Okay, so this was some of the first sculpting I ever did on these, because I actually planned to paint these up a long time ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and I never got round to it. And the recent goblins that I did, the cacadors, really sparked off some inspiration to finish these off. So this guy originally started life as this guy, but I resculpted the entire body, I got a spare carbine, gave him that, and then gave him a new head. So he's going to be like a new recruit to the unit in Flintloque. Okay. I also played around with this pose ever so slightly, but only very slightly, so it's barely noticeable, but he's just holding it in a different way. Okay, so that just breaks it up a little bit more. So, the colour scheme is not the colour scheme that's recommended by alternative armies. I did a bit of research and I based mine on an actual regiment of cavalry from the Portuguese army during the Napoleonic Wars. So it's the 7th Lisbon, which is sky blue coats with yellow facings, and then basically everything else I've kind of made up myself. So why give them carbines instead of swords and stuff? So the way I see it, goblins aren't very good fighters. They'd prefer to have a gun and be fighting running away. The lizards do most of the fighting for this squad. So all these guys are very proud of their lizards. They're like their own personal weapon. They allow them to go faster. They allow them to be a bit tougher. They allow them to lead with an iron foot, really, and they make them quite good in close combat. I've just noticed there's a couple of things I haven't actually finished on these, but otherwise they are finished. So I've still got to do the plumes on the shakos. I think that's it. Okay, so that is my Goblin Heavy Cavalry. I'm going to leave it there. Please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the photos you're just about to see at the end of the video. Cheers guys, bye bye.